Hey, welcome to the Hugs Not Drugs podcast. And I want to thank Harry for that lovely, and his band for that lovely rendition of Sketchbook. Always killing it, brother. Well, you're actually my son, John Barleycorn's son. So, and we've got Hugs Not Drugs here. Same voice as me, but he takes the high road quite a bit. Say something, Hugs Not Drugs. Well, you're absolutely right about that. I do take the high road, brother. And now we have Dr. Uggs. Yeah, here I am. The one and only. You know what I mean? The one and only. And I'd just like to tell everybody that it is an honor and a pleasure to be with these guys. I'm going to get them to drink one day. I know it. I know it. Well, I don't know about that. We'll just go for it one day at a time. You know what I mean? Well, let me just mention what the Hugs Not Drugs podcast is. Barleycorn here. The Hugs Not Drugs podcast is something that is an inspiration and education, and dare I say we use a lot of humor here. So that's who we are, and I hope you enjoy the podcast, and I hope you tell other people to listen to it and subscribe to it. Down the line, we're going to have some, hey, you're doing commercials. I don't want you to do that. Well, down the line, we're going to have a website, and I'll announce that later, I guess. But so that you can buy the books online, and you can maybe buy some merchandise too, like a hat or something, Hugs Not Drugs hat. Yeah, that's going to be great. But let's do the commercial now. And you stay out of my business, okay? I'm the commercial guy here, not you. Alrighty, go for it, Dr. Uggs. All right, this podcast, the Hugs Not Drug podcast, is really a vehicle to buy some books that John Forlenza-Bailey had written a while back. He wrote the Road to Wellness workbook, and that book is designed to provide education, emotional support, and inspiration to persons suffering from addiction. It offers step-by-step lessons. Well, you're having a hard time with this, aren't you? Yeah, I am having a hard time with this because I'm trying to do a couple of things at once here, and I just can't get my mojo going on. But it is a step-by-step lessons to offer people striving to turn their lives around regarding abstinence, relapse prevention, family dynamics, and self-assessment to continue to discover self by day to day. Recovery's up to you. Mentors help. Journals help. You must exchange and surrender destructive behaviors for constructive ways of handling the day-to-day stressors or triggers of life. No one deserves to continue to suffer from active addiction. Get better, do the work. I got that one out. And the other book that Forlenza-Bailey did is The Transformation of Dr. Uggs. It's my story. The Transformation of Dr. Uggs. I turn into Hugs Not Drugs at the end. Spoiler alert! The Transformation of Dr. Uggs is an original fairy tale that explains the progression and the disease of chemical dependency. It's not intended to be a story about blaming others for the acquisition of an illness. This fairy tale is intended to explain, not to blame. It is a story of discovery, insight, acceptance, and finally the right choices to live drug-free if one is chemically dependent. All right, back to you guys. I'm out. All righty. John Barleycorn here. Welcome back to the Hugs Not Drugs podcast, where we offer education, inspiration, and dare I say, some humor. This episode is entitled, "The Phone Was Never Lost, But We Almost Were." Don, my friend, lost his phone. We spent the day looking for it. He found it later that afternoon. That's the whole story. And none of this is the point. Welcome to the Hugs Not Drugs podcast, where recovery isn't perfect. People aren't perfect, but relationships might save our lives anyway. Fantastic. A lost phone and emotional growth. How riveting. Hugs Not Drugs here. Stay with us, Dr. Uggs. This one might hit closer than you think. All right, I'm up for it. Let's go. Go for it, Barleycorn. My friend Don is almost 85. He had the same iPhone for 5 years. Now, that alone is remarkable. We leave a meeting at St. Joseph's and the phone is gone. And when Don and I get together, we turn into two emotional 12-year-olds, basically. We're joking, we're singing, we're throwing jabs, but underneath it, he's scared. And if I'm honest, so am I. We're on a quest to find this iPhone. We get in my car. There's a moment when I realize we're about to cross the line. We're not joking anymore. We're getting on each other's nerves, and that's dangerous territory. Yeah. Two elderly men in a car. What could possibly go wrong? Barleycorn here. So I do something different. I call for help. I ask John G., who's our co-host at this podcast. He's in Alabama, and he's working out at a gym, but he takes our call. He listens calmly. He listens patiently, and he gives us exactly what we need: perspective. What do you think about that, Hugs Not Drugs? Now that's recovery. You don't white knuckle it, you reach out, and that's exactly what you did. Good for you, Barleycorn. Thank you. We decide to eat, slow things down, and something shifts. I start talking about my childhood, about being an athlete and then getting sick with asthma, and that ends my athletic career. Everything changed, and that's when I really found drugs and alcohol with reckless abandon, even though I'd been using since I was 7. From 19 to 29, things went downhill fast. And Don, who was just busting my chops 10 minutes earlier, became completely different. He listens. He understands. He shows up for me. We get back in the car, and now Don starts sharing. He shows me Delray Beach like I've never seen it before. He's been here since 1972. He talks about his sponsor. He talks about his wife and kids, the life they built, and then he talks about his relapse and that pain. It was a strain on his marriage, and losing one of his children to overdose was another big, sorrowful loss. And just like that, this isn't about the phone anymore. This is about love, loss, and forgiveness. We drive to his old house, memories, family, and then we see his wife on the corner talking to some friends. And I say something I shouldn't have said. It was a cheap shot. Sorry about how it's good that she doesn't live with him anymore. It wasn't kind. It wasn't loving. It was my ego. And I didn't apologize. That's on me. Yeah, there he is. The human condition. I love it. What do you think, Hugs Not Drugs? Awareness is where it begins. Remember, Barleycorn sharing this story. He has awareness. He has admission of his awareness. He's accepting that he was wrong, and he's doing the right action by sharing this story. So awareness is where it begins. It's not perfection. Go for it, Barleycorn. We keep looking, talking to people for the phone. We follow leads, nothing. I drive Don home. He says he's got one more lead. Later that afternoon, I get a text. He found the phone. It was in his friend's car. I say, excellent. The phone was really not lost, but something else almost was. Patience, connection, kindness. What brought it back? Not control, not perfection, but this: reaching out for help, telling the truth, listening, staying connected. Barleycorn's still here. He thanked me for being his friend by text. I thanked him back for putting up with me. And that's the deal. Love and forgiveness is still the answer, no matter what the question. Next time, maybe we could just say, find my iPhone, huh? Hugs Not Drugs here. Or we could say, let's find each other. Well, that concludes the story. It's kind of brief today, but I just want to let you know that Hugs Not Drugs is the answer. Not drugs, not hugs, and certainly not behavior ill-fitting the love you have for your fellow recovering person. It's kind of an inside joke, isn't it? Somebody putting down somebody in recovery, because we have all done some terrible things and now we don't do them anymore, and we support each other by not doing them and telling each other we love each other. So if no one said that they love you today, I'm saying it right now. Love you all, and everybody have a good day. Harry and your band, take us out on that beautiful song, Sketchbook. Take care, everybody.